what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
My apologies, Crasters. For the last 4 minutes and 17 seconds, I thought you guys could hear me, but apparently you have to enable in PlayStation, you have to enable the mic. So, before I select a twin, I gotta run down what we're doing again. My apologies. So, this is a clearly brand new Genshin account. We're starting over with the very first decision you ever have, Lumine or Ether. The reason that we've done this is because on my main account, management and I went ahead and we played a whole bunch off stream, and you guys never got to see the beginning, the guts, the glory. Also, management has agreed to a challenge to come with this account. The challenge is very simple. We cannot pull until AR10, and then after AR10, we're not allowed to pull until we prestige. Management says she may adjust it to every 5 levels if things slow down, but I think that at least AR10 to AR25 is pretty good for the first jump. It encourages us to use the free-to-play route and use the 8 options you're given. If you don't know what those are, we'll be showing them. So we're at the pivotal point. The unknown god has us in a fight, and we have to choose Lumine or Ether to be our main character. Now that your speed caught up, we're going to be picking Lumine, as she's the bigger, better, badder of the two twins. If you guys don't know what I mean, there's a lot of evidence on YouTube suggesting that Lumine actually does more damage than her brother. So let's go ahead and pick Miss Lumine. And our name will just be Craft. You guys will see how that works out in a bit. We're going to make our name Craft and agree to it. Let's watch.
Ether!
My brother. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So whilst we used to cross world after world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. but I intend to find out. After I awoke, I was all alone. Right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
Alright, crafters. We're in. We have our first objective to rotate the camera and to go to Paimon and follow the Wanderer's Trail.
There's a chest on that little rock over there.
I don't know if I can go out there right now. This first bit, you kind of have to do what Paimon asks you to do.
Just avoid the water, you don't get hit by that slime.
Give me that crab.
If you go more right.
I want to fight the slime, though. Hello? Slime? Hello? You gonna pop up on me? I know you're here. Knock, knock. There we go. First fight of the game. Let's go. Can Lumine handle it? Sword only. Let's go. Ooh, it didn't even drop me anything. No presents for us. That was a rude slime.
I'm still like, how does Paimon know it's a teleporter and stuff?
This is very suspect, but she teaches you how to open your very first teleporter waypoint. So you just hit it. It says open the world map, select an unlocked teleport waypoint to teleport to that location. So you can go here, and wow, there's nothing here. But you can show your map, and you can see I have one single teleporter unlocked. One singer? What is a singer? Okay. Let's not mind the fact that I don't know how to speak English anymore. We're just going to go ahead and kind of look around. Paimon won't let you do a lot of exploring, but you can do some. I'm looking around, see if I can't catch that lizard. I missed the lizard. You could actually get wood right here. It's your first sort of wood. Fragrant cedar wood. You can get some off that tree.
This whole time I thought it said fragment.
It says fragrant cedar wood.
Is there fragment?
Nope, fragrant cedar wood. And you could actually go ahead and mine these trees as well. And then I'm just going and catch this lizard real fast, and then we're gonna just do these trees real fast to get the wood, because we're gonna need a ton of wood down the road. That's what I found out on my main account. You need a ton of wood, so just trust me in this, crafters. You don't have to do this. This is an optional step, but you will need wood down the road. You can ask management if you don't believe me. You're gonna need buckets of wood. Alright, so now that we picked up all the wood and a couple of like crabs and lizards, we're gonna go ahead and meet up with Paimon. So she teaches you about the climbing system, and now you have stamina. Alright. And just like before, I'm just gonna cut off a little bit and go get some wood. I do as much wood carving as she'll let me. Because I'm generally in the area that she wants to be in, I think she'll allow us to cut these trees. Or at least that was my free-to-play experience.
Yeah, except for then you might get too far.
This last one, I don't think it let me go to that last one, so we're gonna stop here. But I'll take this tree and then we'll head back down. It's fragrant cedar wood. Okay, I'm gonna prove this to her. If you go in your bag, I don't have a lot of stuff, so it should be pretty easy to find it. I have 30 fragrant cedar wood, 1 crab, and 1 lizard tail.
This whole time I thought
Management had a different idea of what that word said. Boom, boom, boom. Don't mind me, just trying to plug in the controller so I could charge while we're running. Alright, I'm going to try to get this tree up on the left because it's got some sunsettas. This is another type of wood. I call it Chihuahua wood. I'm not sure how this one's actually pronounced.
I love how Paimon is like, I'm so tired by running, and I'm like, how?
I'm not going to go up that cliff because, again, it's a little further than I think she would intend. So I'm just going to go over here, grab this mushroom. We're trying to stay near the path so she doesn't guide us. Because this is the tutorial for Genshin, for what it's worth. And Paimon does get kind of upset with you if you don't. I thought she was going to be doing this the whole game, and I was kind of freaked out at first. Yeah, she's moving on to the next thing, so we got to get to where she is, but I'm going to take this last trip. I get a little cheeky here and take this tree. Yep. Paimon's decided we're done cutting logs, and we need to come look at the scenic view. Paimon was like, I'm done waiting on you, Kittycraft. Yep. We don't have gliders. We have to be incredibly careful right now. Yep.
How do you know it's a statue of the seven? Like, how do you know?
Because she's the tutorial creature. Well, I mean, like, every game has their tutorial person.
I know, just it's like sus, but
Like, okay, when you think about it, it's very suspect, because you're like, okay, Paimon, how do you know this information?
I know, she knows a lot of stuff.
And then she, like, a couple of times I've caught her, and she's just been like, oh, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, and she comes up with, like, a valid excuse as to why she would know the information. It's a little frustrating. Alright, we're chopping wood on the way down. Once we get to the Statue of the Seven, we have freedom. Until then, we have to play the Poggy Woggy game. Actually, I read around on my free to play, and she will let you do what you want to do. There's only a couple of areas that she tries to block you from going to, but they're like story areas. So, like, if you get too close, for instance, to like the Abyss area, she freaks out on you. Yeah, but everything else she's pretty good about. Like the main area, as long as you're generally heading towards Mondstadt, that's all she cares about. I'll show you, crafters. Don't worry. So we're just gonna follow her, not let her get too far ahead of us, because she gets kind of cranky if you don't like participate in the Paimon game. Well, management, she literally like grabs you and like chauffeurs you away from places. She's like,
Oh my gosh, the new event's active.
well, you could swim right over. All right, Paimon, let's go ahead and get a little watered, get a little hydroed. Let's go. And then she's gonna tell us we have to boop the statue. And by tell us, she's gonna just force us to click the statue, because apparently back in the day, people didn't interact with the statue, and they were no element, and their travelers were like super special. There's still people with like brown backgrounds that haven't picked an element out there. So now they force you to take Animo to prevent you from like bugging out the game. So there you go. We received something. A big old dust hit our chest. And it opened our first portion of the map. So as long as we stay within this bubble on the map, Paimon doesn't freak out. If you try to go outside the bubble on the map, Paimon, there's some directions that Paimon gets a little cranky about. Just to let you know. It's very suspect that you're asking me questions like that. How do you know what it's called? Yeah, did you read this in a travel book? Like, she doesn't just know about the Statue of the Seven, she knows about a lot. Uh-huh. So she just said some really sus stuff. So she was just like telling me all about Mondstadt. She knows that who they worship, how they worship. She knows that the statue is specifically Animo, and the most sus thing that Paimon just said to us, crafters, was she's like, there are bards there, and maybe one of them knows where your brother is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, we'll get there. I'm just saying that I didn't catch that line the first time, that she specifically says there are bards in Mondstadt, and one of them might know about your brother.
These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Alright, crafters, we're going to start by following the road that Paimon has instructed us to follow. If we take little jumps down, we'll find a nice little common chest here. I missed this on my main account for a bit. But we could pick up all the stuff that comes out of the box. Over your head will be a giant blue guy. Don't worry, we'll meet him shortly.
There's something huge in the sky.
Easy, Paimon. It's not trying to eat you yet.
We must proceed with caution.
Okay. And this is about where I stop. So she wants us to continue down the Whispering Woods trail. I don't really go that way. I turn around and go the opposite way and start opening teleporters. Paimon may block some of these activities, but we're going to try to go do them. Also, we do have to keep in mind we don't have a glider until we hit Mondstadt, so no big jumps or anything like that. Also, our stamina is going to be very low. On my main account, my stamina is like 200. Our stamina here is just, it's nada. Nada granada. So we have to be a little bit more careful than you usually would, especially if you're starting over. Go ahead and get the sunsettas off the tree, and we're trying to pick up a copy of legit everything. We want every kind of mushroom is good, every kind of food is good. I think we can get up there if we just go around. Finding stuff along the way for XP. Our Lumine is only a level 2, so we gotta be kind of baby her a little bit. She's got 987 health, which is not a ton when you consider that Genshin hits kind of hard. I'm going to try to climb right here. If we don't have enough stamina, then I won't go to this TP right now. I'm just going to try a nice slow climb and see if we can't get up to the top. It's not that far. I know it looks oppressive, but that's why I picked right here, because there's a bit of a step stool at the bottom. I think this is how I got up on my free-to-play without having to go to Mondstadt first. Yep. And there we have it. We're up on top of the cliff. Getting down is a little bit tricky, but you can do it pretty safely once you get up. Let's go ahead and mine some wood. We want to make sure we're keeping wood in our pockets. Here's fir tree. Nice. So the fir trees are like dark bases with green, just like in real life. Management was asking what they looked like the other day. I never really noticed what they looked like, but there they are. Apologies if you hear the dog barking. There was a bit of a storm and everything's messed up outside, so people are just now coming outside to walk their dogs. And the resident dog that's not my dog doesn't like the fact that people walk on the road. He seems to think that he owns the street and the road and everything, and if you disagree with him owning everything, well, that's just too bad. I do see an enemy over there that says it's 15, which is too high for us. So we're just going to try to avoid that guy and just go to the teleporter. Okay, we've got 15 slimes. We just need to race past them and get where we need to be. Okay, I've got no... Can I get a little stamina regeneration? Thank you. We're just going around, and we're going to this TP way over here. Quick boop. We'll open this teleporter for us, which will get us AR XP and move us towards getting that 10. It is going to scream at us right here because this is too far for us. So we need to pick a new target. We're going to try to... we can't navigate to that domain yet because that's part of the story. But we can navigate down to this teleporter. This is just what I did on my free-to-play before I went to Mondstadt. It just gets you like a couple of things. So I see that there's a chest over there. I'm not going to mess with it. That one's locked. We just want to go past these slimes and not mess with them right now because we're only a level 2. And a level 2 is not going to do a lot of damage, especially with the beginner blade. But we can do things like pick up this mitt here. Go chase down this boar. If he will stop running. And he literally disappeared. Fantastic. Found ourselves our first Sealy. Nice. Let's follow that. That's an easy chest. That's a chest that doesn't involve fighting. We are looking for any chests we can get ourselves into, just because they have things called books and a bunch of other things. that will allow us to move down the road. Alright. Let's get her moving and grooving. Picking up every little pickup we can get. And also starting to head back the direction Paimon would like us to go, which would advance to the heart of the forest. This is a bit of a tricky drop, so what we can do on these is get to the edge and kind of slide down a little bit. It's a very gentle slide. And you just kind of slide down, as opposed to gliding down because we don't have a glider yet. Next thing we could do is go over here and see if we can't jump in the water. Sweet, we made a land into the lake, and that will prevent us from taking damage, so that we can get all the way down. Here's some 4s. These are more our speed, so we're going to go ahead and fight them to get their chest. I went into an area I wasn't supposed to be in. That's how we found 15s already. But I wanted to pick up the teleporter. But I literally just walked around them and it was fine. You should have seen it, like I walked past them. I legitimately just like shuffle-stepped past them, and they didn't really attack me, so. I think it was because I'm not supposed to be there, so they were like, what are you doing here? Alright, we're going to pull back out onto the main road after getting a couple chests, and just keep it moving. I know that we're getting some leveling materials, but we're going to ignore them for right this moment. There is a hurly-churly camp up this way that we're going to go take, because I believe there's another easy-peasy chest up here. Right now we're just looking for free XP and access to some early artifacts. Yeah, they're level 2s. We could definitely handle what's happening here. So we're going to throw that one on the ground using our power. Fight these two. And then come fight him. End him quickly. Use our power again on these guys. Yeet them 2 different directions. This one's done due to fall damage. It's like a copy of Jean's signature, if you guys are familiar at all with Miss Jean. But it's like a baby version of it. Yeah. We're just trying to get some easy, free stuff. This is a great way. So we're going to head a little bit off the path that it wants us to go on. I hope it doesn't pull us into the cutscene regardless of, because we are heading the way it wants us to head. If we do get hit with the cutscene, then we'll take the cutscene and then we'll just readjust. Okay, that's a bit of a cliff. We're going to have to go around that, so we're going to have to go closer to the road than I would like. We're just trying to go around the exact area, but I think it might steal us. Here's some iron. We can mine this pretty easily with the Traveler, even with the Dull Blade. And then get another free chest over here. There's just a lot of chests when you start, because they're trying to give you a lot of adventure XP. And of course, Paimon's like, hey, you got close enough, like literally 10 feet from the objective. Therefore, here's a video. Let's watch Crafters.
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Who's there?
That was close. Paimon almost got blown away. Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon.
Is talking to dragons normal?
Of course not. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take a closer look. Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this. Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now. Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
Sweet. Now can I go to the teleporter I wanted to go to, Paimon? Or are you gonna be cranky about it again? I think I'm gonna try to read the voice lines for the Traveler because she doesn't really talk during some of the scenes.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves. Well, we're not looking for trouble. That's what all the troublemakers say.
Hello, I'm Kraft.
Doesn't sound like a local name to me. And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
We're friends.
I mean, we've only been traveling partners for 2 months, but we've already become the very best of friends. So to sum it up, you're traveling partners, right? Well, look, there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible. It's not far from here. I'll escort you there. Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason? I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet.
Why so suspicious?
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight. I give you my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers. That sounded so fake. Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook?
Alright. And just like that, a party of 1 becomes a party of 2. Obtained new character, Amber, 4-star.
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt? She got separated from her brother during a really, really long journey. Paimon is her travel buddy, helping her to find her brother.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh.
Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city. What exactly is it you need to finish doing first? It's simple. You'll understand in a bit.
Alright, let's go ahead and do Amber's mission real fast. So we can go to Mondstadt.
A hilichurl. Quick, get it! These monsters have been getting too close to the city recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp.
Easy.
Nothing to it. Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Those things are tougher than they look.
Now that you mention it, how is it the hilichurls ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this. Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed, and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area. So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city? Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
And a responsible traveler must pick up this box over here, Amber.
Is this an answer from this world?
Nice. I'm going to take a slight detour because we're right above a domain, and I'm pretty sure I can open this domain without having to be part of the story. We're going to try. Give me a second. There you go. The bunny has exploded. I mean, it takes like a good 10 seconds prep, but yeah. Can't really animo the animal slime, so we gotta kind of knife it up. Or use Amber to keep them at a little bit of a distance. There you go, and we get another chest. If you ever see weird creatures just jump out at you, it's usually a pretty good sign that there's a chest going on. Just slide down this, I should be able to run the edge. And just boop this guy right here. He should be in this corner, if I remember right. Yep, here's the red domain. Please just let me open it. I came all the way here. Nice, it's gonna let me open it. I don't think I can do it right now. My party level's pretty low. Yeah, it's linked to 12, AR12, but we at least got the credit for opening the door. And while we're down here, we can cut some wood. If I can just hit it one more time, thank you. You're gonna have a ton of fragrant cedar wood. But that's the wood that's in this area. And we're just gonna check right up here because I was pretty sure, yep, there's another chest. Just gotta, okay, look, little dandelion thing. I just want to burn the chest real fast.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get back on task. Just trying to get a little bit of stuff in the area while trying to follow the main story as well. Can't get that AR rank up without kind of admitting at least that we're following the story somewhat. So we're going to go ahead and slide down. We'll get some wood here. Pick up the sunsettas. We'll go to this tree. We're not going to get every single tree in all of Kingdom Come, but that's what I was waiting on. You can get a lot of achievements for collecting like wood and stuff, so there's a free achievement there. I think I've actually got a couple at this point. So in Wonders of the World, we've obtained the power of Animo for 5 Primo Gems. Nice. And down here we have blown seeds off a dandelion using Animo for 5 Primo Gems. Do we do anything else? Yep, we got another one here that says obtain 100 pieces of wood for timber 1D for 5 Primo Gems. Nice. And then that's all for right now, but that was 15 Primo Gems just for running around the world. And just existing, kind of. You'll want to stop here. It's going to force you to. This is a little mini thing you can do. Let's chat with Lynn.
What should I cook next? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
No, we just happened to be passing by. What are you cooking? Smells good.
I see. Welcome, travelers. I'm Lynn, the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. As you can see, I'm experimenting with some new recipes. Eat before you go. The first rule in the Wilderness Survival Guide.
Picnic? Oh, Paimon just loves picnics. My travel partner here is good at cooking as well.
Oh, the event.
I can only cook a few simple dishes.
That's okay. Let's see what you can do.
Let's see what you could.
You won't get a lot of chances like this to learn from a survival expert. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try making a chicken mushroom skewer for me.
Alright, crafters, let's make some food. So this page lets you use materials you've gathered out in the world to process it into other materials. For instance, we have picked up 3 pieces of meat, and it says we can make a piece of sausage from that meat. I don't really
To make a sausage.
I don't really use sausage, so I'm not going to do that deal, but that menu is available to us. She wants to make a chicken mushroom skewer, so let's go ahead and cook that up. There we go. 1 of 5, because some dishes you have to cook it multiple times to be good at it. So, let's go ahead and talk to her.
Is it done? Smells good. Let me try.
Looks like she has garlic and like leeks coming out of her backpack.
Uh-oh.
Now that's really tasty. You are indeed gifted.
Oh, okay.
I told you so.
With your
How did you know
culinary
I could
skills,
cook pie?
you should try more difficult dishes.
Like,
Oh, I've got some raw ingredients in my bag. Have them in return for this meal.
Okay.
You really have them? Won't you run out of ingredients?
That's okay. You should be able to find lots of ingredients when exploring the wilderness.
exploring
Don't
the
forget to look
wilderness.
carefully. There's
Yeah.
also a restaurant in Mondstadt known as Good Hunter that sells food and ingredients. Go have a look when you've got the time.
Okay, thank you for the info. Hey, leave some chicken mushroom skewers for Paimon.
Alright, so she gave us some good intel, and that was actually like a whole quest.
You're a level 4 right now?
hmm I told you, you run around a little bit, crafters, and you get a lot more points than you would think.
Beginning, you
Um,
do, but it doesn't do as much effect.
Well, I meant, like, to get to Ayrton, it's really not as hard as it sounds. Like, it sounds like this ridiculous quest, but the truth is, AR-10 is actually one of the easiest AR ranks to get to. Just follow me, crafters.
Yeah, apparently once you get to 55 and above, to 60, it's...
You have to ignore Poggy Woggy if you want to get success. Poggy Woggy is very frustrating. Her name is Paimon, but from now on, she will be known as the Puggy the Wuggy. I literally walked in town and completed a quest. Okay, sweet. Great. Couple more steps, it should freeze us. Yeah, because it's going to throw us into yet another video.
23 goals for getting to Monster.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
So what does an outrider even do?
Finally,
Hmm.
no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery. Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us. Jean?
As long as Jean.
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Jean, Defender of Mondstadt.
What a big title.
Jean on our side. Surely even the vicious storm
That's
terror
just a
will be no
dandelion.
match for us.
I'm going to say, I hope she knows something about the god of anima. Anytime it's in parentheses, crafters, it's not something she's saying out loud, it's something like she's thinking. So I'm thinking I hope she knows something about the god of animo. Just to be clear.
Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilitril camp. Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward? Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy. Sticky honey roast.
Why does that sound so good?
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground.
I love how she lives here and she doesn't know what that's called. She's like, it's the high ground area. Follow me. Alright, let's follow Amber. That's our choice. We get to follow Amber and play Amber games.
Hello?
This used to be a bustling
This
street,
city be good,
but with so
Hunter.
many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. local tavern near the city wall over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever.
This next part doesn't tell you where to go, but I'm just going to show you where you're going. It wants me to show you the map. I don't know why we have to look at it again. Because we unlocked our first actual, like, teleporter. So that now we can teleport from the Statue of the Seven to Mondstadt. Stairs are this way. Sorry, crafters, I'm a lost cat. It is what it is. It doesn't matter what day, what time, I'm always lost. But we'll get there together. Just generally figure out where I'm going. Because I don't know. Yeah, you guys tell me where I'm going. After we do this mission set, we're going to introduce Amber. I forgot to read like her character card and have her introduce herself. She kind of did that in the video, so that's why I'm not as concerned about Amber as some other characters. So you're going to come up to the top. She should be somewhere around here, hypothetically. Is she not, bro? There you go. I was right. She is here. I just got to get to this gold area. She did tell us to come up here. There you go. Right over there.
Easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
Okay, Amber. You're the boss. For now.
Dangerous. Proceed carefully?
Uh-huh.
There's a chest. Oh.
We didn't have enough height to get that chest. I think I have to come from, like, the edge. Here we go. Very easy. Lower down, land, and then boom! That was the quest. Super easy. Retro. Sounds like the wind's picking up.
The sky.
Alright, let's see what's happening. Suspicious as management said that the whirlwind hit both Amber and the Traveler, and yet only the Traveler, ended up getting tornadoed. Just saying, it's just a little, she should have been, a foot forward if she was, not gonna get sucked in. Just personal opinion. This fight would not take so long if he didn't decide to do so many turns, crafters. You can either release it, it's not like a waste shots though, you can keep it held down, whatever your preference is. At some point we'll get this cutscene. Alright, and the next time we see the traveler, she'll be safely standing on the ground. Because it doesn't want to discuss how, like, you get from the air to the ground. It's just one of those mysteries.
I'm glad I noticed that the mic was crossed out too, though.
Are you hurt?
I hate him.
Bro got me with the slow clap.
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar. Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the animal god. But everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now.
Well, we couldn't leave the situation to fester.
Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
Alright. Sounds like we're getting some recognition. And access to the dressing room. Thanks, game. That's very important.
And you got achievements.
Mm-hmm.
Up the choo-ching.
Alright, before we enter this building, we will go ahead and check out the achievements that management saw come in. I think it's just this. I got Or a New Storm, Banish the Dragon attacking Mondstadt for 5 primos. Did I get anything else? No, it doesn't look like I did. Alright, fair enough. I did say after that mission we would go to our character screen and just briefly take a look at our characters. This is our first character, Lumine, who I've named Craft, and Amber, who it gave me because, well, she's Amber. We're going to go ahead and jump into the dressing room and just fix up our wing gliders. There is another outfit for Amber where I really can't see what changes.
Black and
Oh, it's black or white. Oh, I kind of like this one.
Time to go. Make sure you keep up with me.
And then I want to change. Oh, I don't have any wings yet, so.
it's in your mailbox, but I don't know if you have it yet.
Okay. So the next thing I wanted to do is just go down to the profile. The Traveler doesn't really have like a voice line about herself. So we're just going to skip her. She doesn't really have an introductory piece. I'll just say she's the Traveler, and you guys kind of saw her introduction to the game through the videos. But on the other hand, Miss Amber should have a hello paragraph. Let's see how Amber introduces herself.
Outrider Amber, reporting for duty. Just say the word if you ever need my help.
Alright, so that is her hello paragraph. I do want to hit a couple more of these. We're going to do something to share more about Amber 1, her hobbies, her favorite food, and her least favorite food. That's what we're going to do for everybody, I think. So let's go. Oh, I didn't see there was an about Amber. Let's do that as well.
Mondstadt gliding champion. Yep, that's me. Gliding champion.
Alright, and then something to share.
The view from the cathedral's clock tower is amazing. You should check it out.
more about Amber 1.
I'm a pro at hunting, you know. How about I show you some of my skills? Or even better, how about a little competition?
Amber's hobbies.
Errand Bunny, today is another squeaky clean day.
Amber's troubles.
Oh, do you have any idea how to make a decent moon pie?
Amber's favorite food.
Jean makes the most amazing cup of coffee. You'll have to try it sometime.
And Amber's least favorite food.
I can handle anything and everything, as long as it isn't cold wolf hook juice. Ugh, yuck.
Alright, we're going to consider that Amber's introduction to the team, and every time we get a new character, we're going to have to allow them to introduce themselves. There's a story that comes with every person, and I'm also going to read you this, just because I feel like it adds to their character. So Amber's character details says, Amber is an outrider of the Knights of Favonius. In an age where outriders are becoming obsolete, she continues on with her responsibilities. It takes a newcomer only a few days to feel right at home with this passionate girl. Whether it's before the Good Hunter's signboard, the banks of Cedar Lake, or the treetops at Windrise, one can find traces of this vigilant outrider in red anywhere. Once spotted by her, no suspicious individual can ever escape her interrogation. So that's the first story for Amber. Unfortunately, they don't read these. I don't know why, for their profile, they don't read their character stuff. I wish they would as well. Yep, but it's just what we're doing. So this is Amber. She's voiced by Kelly Baskin. Her birthday is August 10th. She's affiliated with the Knights of Favonius. Her vision is Pyro. Her constellation is Lupus. And always energetic and full of life, Amber's the best, albeit only outrider of the Knights of Favonius, because it's like a position that they did away with. So she's literally like the only outrider.
She is?
Yeah, if you didn't listen to
Maybe they were obsolete.
yeah, they're obsolete, meaning that she's the only one left. It's just Amber. But she doesn't let that slow her down, doesn't let that get in her way. We're not going to do her weapon or artifacts just yet. We're going to progress a little bit further in the story. I just wanted to stop and introduce Amber before we meet anyone else.
Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Halfway there. Whoa. Living on a let me in. These loading screens, am I right? We're about an hour deep. We've got another hour that I plan to do just for the setup of this new account. Then I'm going to have to take a brunch break. And then we'll come back with some more Genshin, getting this account kind of in overdrive. I'm going to try to get as close to 25 as I can today. I bare minimum have to hit 16. 16 is where co-op unlocks.
What's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city.
Once we meet, we must... Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable. Storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your brother.
I said I really should help out as well.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With storm terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of storm terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples.
Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
I'm like, we'll ask later.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. Alright, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Alright, it's unlocking the shop. Sweet. That's actually something useful. It's also unlocking wishes. Nice. Alright, we're just banking the AR. We need to meet Amber at the temple. And as I was saying, crafters, our goal for today is to get as far as we can. I would love to get to AR-25, but I think that's a little far. So I'm going to say that bare minimum, I would like to get us to AR-16. AR-16 unlocks co-op and allows management to come into my world to provide some much needed support, especially at these low levels where my characters are struggling to even do a simple task like breathing. So we're going to try to get set up so that tomorrow, when we stream again, management will have a much easier time coming in and helping us. Because until you get to AR-16, you can't go up and you have to play single player, which some people say is better.
The adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
Paimon wants to make a little bit of a pit stop. Let's go ahead and make that pit stop. She wants to meet Mondstadt's blacksmith. Not a big deal. I believe Wagner's this way. Since we're heading out of the city anyway, it should be pretty easy to just stop past the blacksmith. He's just down here at the main gate to the right.
There's the blacksmith.
Why?
I'm looking for a weapon.
Over there. Take your pick. Or if you need something else, I can make it on request.
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
Of course. I sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All in the job description for a blacksmith. All you need is the ore.
Where can I get ore from?
Anywhere. Everywhere. You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need.
Great, thanks.
No need. I have other things to do.
He seems like a short-tempered guy. Was it something we said?
Alright, let's start with Amber's mission. I just wanted to pick up his mission. Let's go ahead and head over and meet Amber at the first temple. As you can see, we got 3 to do. 1 with Amber, 1 with Lisa, and 1 with Kaya.
This is it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds. These temples have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstadt almost never come here. There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilitrol camp inside. Even Storm Terror has given up on its own temple.
Wait, did you just say its own temple?
Yes. I also find it hard to accept, but Storm Terror was once one of the Four Winds. Huh? Wait, did you just feel that? the wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Alright, let's get it. Let's go to Winds of the Past. Let's get in this temple and find out what temples are all about. Alright, it recommends a party level of 4, which we have. It says, the Knights of Avonius have been mobilized to contain Storm Terror's destructive rampage. Venture forth with Amber to the Outrider with Amber the Outrider to the Temple of the Falcon and stop Storm Terror from gaining the power within. Let's do it. We only have Craft and Amber, so yes, I agree to start. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this door unlocked. And we already know roots burn, so let's go ahead and get them burning.
Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
Amber has the ability to aim and shoot. While aiming, her arrows will accumulate charge. Once fully charged, the arrow will be imbued with pyro. Use pyro skill to ignite combustible objects like roots. Let's light these roots, let them burn, and if you just wait, it will successfully... it's giving Amber charged attacks. It says use elemental sight to see the elemental attribute of different objects. Each element has its own color. Green symbolizes Dendro, which can be ignited by pyro. Opponents' wooden shields are attributed to Dendro, which can be ignited with pyro skills, rendering them defenseless. You can see that this doorway is actually green for Dendro. So before we even go down there, we're going to have Amber hit him with a little bit of fire. Hello? You really going to stay under me? I'm going to go ahead and use her ult here to apply a good amount of pyro. As he's tried to shake it off, I'm going to come in with my Traveler and just beat him up a little bit. Being careful of the red barrels here, we don't want to go any further. We're going to back off the fight and use Amber to just hit him with some finishing arrows.
The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Berry Bunny. Prepare to be blown away.
You can actually move the Baron Bunny with her attack. So as you saw, the Baron Bunny went ahead and went off over there, dealing damage to the Hurley Turtles, which we were able to clean up with just a couple hits. Let's go ahead and finish cleaning up this corner. Check over here, I saw a chest. And there's another chest over here. Carefully just remove these boxes so we can get some carrots and stuff. Open this chest. Can I break the barrel? Oh, I can break the barrels with arrows. It just looks a lot cleaner to use a sword. Alright, let's go ahead and into the next room.
Are those explosive barrels over there?
No, because I already did them, Amber.
One shot should be able to blow them up. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Oh, it's too far for wind knives. Let's go ahead and let them deal with the Baron Bunny, and then come in with some melee. And then quick charge. Oh, yeah. Normal shot. Pick up the stuff on the ground and then get this chest. Make sure that's all that's in here by smashing up these barrels. We're just taking it slow, crafters. 1 minute at a time. No reason to rush.
It's so high. Seems like there's something up there.
Alright, let's go ahead and light this pillar.
We get across. Isn't this a pyro monument? If we hit it with a powerful pyro attack, we might trigger it.
2 steps ahead of you, Poggy Wuggy.
Dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from?
Quick charge shot and we're all done. You don't have to use a charge shot, you can literally just hit it.
But at least this way we've helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now it's Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself. The winds change, so too should our tactics.
Sounds deep.
That's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just... I mean, the librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
Alright, we get a chest for doing what we were supposed to do. Nice. And then you can go ahead and leave. Okay. First domain down, 2 more to go. We have to meet Kaya and Lisa at 2 different domains to continue to contain quote-unquote Storm Terror's powers. Because she said we're doing 3 of the 4 temples right now. And apparently there's a reason we can't do the 4th temple, but Jean didn't want to discuss it with us for some reason, so just 3 of the 4 for now. Boogie boogie shaboogie boogie, trying to get to AR10. There's area 6. We got 4 levels left. And I see a teleporter over here that I'm going to go to before we complete our next objective. I also see a Sealy for a quick chest. This is what happens. You try to go to your objectives, you try to go to the missions you want, and you just get a little distracted. Nah, they got spooked. Thought you said you were a great hunter, Amber. Go ahead and unlock the Statue of the Seven to get another map chunk. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Boom. Next chunk unlocked. And we can see if we have anything to give it. We don't, so... Oh, goodness, I should have asked how many we need, so I know how many we need to turn in for our first level. The first level requires 1 Animoculus. We'll be right back. I literally see one in the area. So we're going to go ahead and head back this way to go pick up our first Animoculus.
It's one of those consolidated wind things. Let's head back to the Statue of the Seven at Windrise and offer it to the gods. Well, you should come. It's a Statue of the Seven. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond.
Alright, let's turn in our first ever Animoculus and unlock our first bit of stamina. The most exciting thing, we're going to get 7 stamina, 80 adventure XP, 10 primo gems, and 5 animo sigils for just like walking 2 feet. Let's go. 7 extra stamina. Woo! Crafters. I feel the power in my bones, am I right? I'm now overpowered and can defeat every enemy of Mondstadt. Immediately. Yeah.
And it
Yeah, it's for Lisa's domain. So we're gonna go to the closer one is to meet Lisa at the temple. So let's switch gears and do that first. I think I have to climb this tree for another Animoculus. But first, there's this like little cryofly I can grab. It's the oh, did I say cryofly? Whoops. Same thing, different day. Let's go a little left and get these eggs, please. Traveler, please cooperate. I know you only have 107, but we're gonna climb this tree and it's gonna be fine. All right.
Literally on the other side.
Go up. Hello.
Below. To the left. This way.
Mandarin says it's below us.
Literally right there.
Wings, don't fail me. It's very important. There you go.
That way. Fly that way.
Yep. And then we can just, as management said, use the height that we've accumulated to go look at this chest over here. Because it's totally what we're supposed to be doing. Alright.
L1 up. Help me up.
Can I make this shot? Let's see. Sweet. Did he fall though? No, he's being a Boomba, and he's going to stand up there and be a problem. He identifies as a problem, crafters.
He is the problem.
Trying to get a charge shot with no stamina is just not the T. Can I get some stamina without you guys chasing me Ooga Booga style around like for like half a second, guys? I need some distance, please, boys. Okay, their archer's just not gonna let me. Fine, we'll do this. There. I'll rain it from the heavens if you won't cooperate. There. That should take care of him and his shield. Now we can come fight this archer a little bit more fair. I know, but I was just trying to get rid of his shield, so when I see him next time, he's gonna be done.
Unless he burned. Oh, maybe he
Oh, I think he didn't leave the fire fast enough and he took, like, sentimental damage or whatever it's called. I don't know. Alright, come on. I'm gonna get you off this tower. There you go. 2 shots, but he is fallen. And we can finish him off. Nice, and now we get to reap the reward of a chest. I just don't like leaving unexploded barrels, so let's get rid of the ordnance, and then let's be on our way. We want to go help Lisa next. Kaya's is just like a little bit out of the way, so we'll do him after. We have to remember we took like a little mini mission from Wagner, so we want to make sure. Now that I fulfilled that, I have to like put it back to what I actually clicked on. Thank you.
go up that, and then you can get the other thing. Then you can go in a little more stamina too.
Bow, bow, bow. Ba-dow, bow, bow.
Get it. Oh.
We missed it. That was not what I wanted. I literally asked her to like just disconnect the wings, and like she decided to get sassy with me.
For a long time.
There we go. 3rd time's the charm.
Man, there's another dude in those trees.
Huh?
Go between those trees. There's another guy. Right there.
Okay, this boar really just thought he was doing something there. Can I just have that? Thank you.
Fir tree. Fir wood.
Just pick up a couple of these trees while we're out here. But trust me, crafters will want the wood later. And not like so much later that it's going to be ridiculous either. Let's go talk to Lisa, the librarian of Mondstadt.
The mommy of the librarian?
You're going to help me out too? How kind of you. Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything.
What kind of things does a librarian do?
Good question. Basically, things other than that which require brawn or brains.
So, what does that mean?
Alright, let's open this bad boy up, the Temple of Lion. Let's crack this door. And it's going to say that we need a party level of 5, which we've got. It says, deep within the Temple of the Lion, the Knights of Avonius have been mobilized to contain Storm Terror's destruction. Venture forth with Lisa the Librarian to the Temple of the Lion and stop Storm Terror from gaining the power within. Alright, both of our people are 5. Fantastic, let's go. When these loading screens make up about 3/4 of game time. It feels like I spend more time looking at this little temple icon than I do actually playing the game some days. Anybody else? Management agrees. Okay, our Lumine is a little bit hurt, so I'm going to see if we've got anything in our backpack that could help even a little bit. Looks like we were gifted some chickens, but I'm going to start with our free mushroom instead. And I think, yeah, it should do it just fine without having to waste a chicken. So we're going to have her eat a little mushroom skewer so that she's full health during this adventure.
I guess I could give this a go.
Alright, let's go, crafters. We need to get up there.
Strong elemental energy coming from deep within this temple. Paimon, are you able to float across?
Can't do much even if she does.
Good point. We'd better start looking for a way to get up there then.
We got a free copy of Lisa for this temple to help us out.
Wind current, shall we?
Look, a hidden chest.
You have to look everywhere. There's a couple on each one of these, I believe.
I got, I think, 2 or 3 from the first temple. So you just want to make sure that anything that looks suspicious to you, you're hitting it. After this domain, we'll fix everybody's wings. Actually, we're going to wait until the end of Kaya's. And as usual, you can use elemental sight to see elements and all that stuff. Nope. I didn't get my mail yet. I was going to pick up my mail a little bit later, so I could pick up, like, a bulk of mail.
I believe, unless it gave it to you.
No, it didn't give me anything yet.
Leave it to me.
Okay, Lisa wants to fight the slime, so, as in her words, leave it to me. Okay, this doesn't seem to be going that well, Lisa. That you were super excited about that. Check around this corner. That was a straight path, so I don't think there was anything on there. There's very clearly a
No wonder.
Lisa's elemental skill can be unleashed by pressing or charged by holding. When the skill is fully charged, releasing it unleashes an area attack, dealing massive electro damage.
Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand by,
Okay.
please. You've been a naughty boy.
Let's go ahead and shock all the slimes, and then we'll just finish up here.
Oh, he's still alive.
That was almost not fair. It cut me really close on that challenge because the slime did like a 7-foot run away from me.
Another chest, I believe. Back there.
Yep, I gotta go pick up another chest. Like management says, you always gotta look around. We want to get as much stuff as we can in the early game because it's all about putting whatever you can scrounge up on your characters. It's not really getting what you want, it's getting what you can afford. Before we go in, I'm going to go ahead and hit that guy with a pyro shot. Now they're standing in water, so that's kind of silly of them when I could just bring in my electro character. And since they're hydroed, it's pretty much like a taser in water. It's crazy. Can we stay out of the water, though? Because we'll take damage if she electrocutes the water. that we're standing in. It's just one of those things. Okay, Lisa. You don't have to say suspect things. You really don't have to say them. Over here, I believe there's another chest if you blow all this stuff up.
I think so. It's like sus. See?
Oh, but it did give me a cabbage and a piece of meat. Free stuff is free stuff, crafters. In the later games, you'll be thanking yourself for every cabbage and meat you find without having to buy it. Because they actually get pretty pricey when you buy mass amounts. Let's go ahead and get this doorway activated. Check over here. Lumine, if you could just remove this stuff, please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and open this chest, get the stuff from it, and continue on a little deeper into the monument. I love how there's a boss slime in here. I don't think you ever see a boss slime, like, ever again. It's like giving you a tutorial of how to deal with the boss's health. Run the edge, run the edge. Make sure everybody's staying hydroed. So at least it can just come in for a quick electro application and just be done with that. If you get tired of waiting, you can always use Amber for some distance shots. And then when they get a little close to you, just push them back with Lisa. If you really need to, a little Traveler works great too, because you could swirl the... Oh, I cut her off. She was saying it's more only a little more shocking than love at first sight.
You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod.
This temple's kind of straightforward as far as what you need to do. It does take a little patience. If you try to run and you don't have like a catching already that you pulled somehow magically out of your hat, then yeah. Some people say it's a little tricky. I think these are really easy.
Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence?
Did you just call me a hilly churl?
After all,
Lisa, that's not nice.
exactly known for their smarts. And
She's like, you're a hilly churl.
more or less
Okay.
qualified to be a magister's apprentice.
Smack it.
Break it, and we can head home and relax. The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up.
How about a cup of tea?
Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West. They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Animo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin. Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this Storm Terror business. So now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power.
Okay, there's the secret.
Itself from the beginning.
Why would it go to such lengths?
Because of hatred, I presume.
Hatred?
Hatred for Mondstadt. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
As a child of Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here, take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
She literally gave me a book. She gave me like a story I could read myself, but I'm not doing that, guys. I love to read you guys everything and all, but I'm not reading an entire book to you. That's a little far. I have my limits, crafters. When it's like 2 pages, unless I think it's really relevant, I'm not gonna force it upon you guys. Now, when we exit this temple, we are going to be greeted with Lisa, which means we're going to take just a moment to let her say hello, introduce herself, and read just a little bit about the mysterious mage who is joining our team. Alright. And as soon as you get out, you see this beautiful thing that says, Obtain new character, Lisa, 4-star. So let's go ahead and jump into our party and take just a brief look at our newest character. This is Lisa. They gift her to you at a level 2. I don't know why she's a level 2 and only a level 2, but here we are. Let's go ahead and let her introduce herself. Same how Amber got the opportunity to introduce herself. Let's take a listen to Hello.
Hi, darling. Are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me? A grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Don't worry,
Grandma
darling.
never listened to that.
I'll take very good care of you. So,
Alright. The next thing we're going to listen to is about Lisa.
I'm not lazy. I just know to save my energy for when I need it most.
We'll listen to something to share.
Feel free to use the alchemists upstairs from the library whenever you want. But make sure you knock first. We wouldn't want you seeing anything you're not supposed to now, would we?
Interesting things.
Flower lilies are a medicinal flower with antidotal properties. With them in hand, there's no need to worry about the side effects of any potions.
Hee hee.
More about Lisa. 1.
So, which element would you like to learn about today?
Lisa's hobbies.
Hey, darling. Would you like to try one of my magic potions? There's no knowing what it will do to you until you try it, though. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Lisa's troubles.
The interrogation room upstairs has sat there unused for 2 years now. It would be
Interrogation
a much
room?
more lively place if Hertha would agree to let me use it as my private workshop. She's such a spoil sport.
Favorite food.
I like making my own vegetable soup. I put a big bunch of vegetables into a cauldron and stir it with a long spoon. What does it taste like? Here, why don't you try it for yourself? Open wide.
Least favorite food.
I suffer from extreme pumpkin phobia. The fall harvest is a difficult
Pumpkin-phobia?
time of year for me, as you can imagine. I wonder if it will be worth the trouble to make all the pumpkins in the world disappear.
Okay.
Alright, that's all we're going to know about her right now. I think she did a pretty good job of introducing herself.
I could read her big giant thing.
Yep. We're going to read first her profile. This is Lisa, voiced by Mara Junot. Birthday June 9th. Affiliation Knights of Avonius. Vision Electro. Constellation Tempus Fugit. The languid but knowledgeable librarian of the Knights of Avonius, deemed by Sumeru Academia to be their most distinguished graduate in the past 2 centuries.
Whoa, wait. She went to the academia?
That's what it says right there, management. Management's learning things she didn't know about the characters. That's why I wanted to do this. Just, I know it takes a little longer, crafters, but we're learning things that we never discovered the first time. Here is her character details. It says character details. The librarian of the Knights of Avonius. In addition to her elegance and charm, Lisa is also highly educated. She is said to have been the most talented sorceress to study at the Sumeru Academia in the last 2 centuries. It is known that Lisa chose to return to Mondstadt after 2 years of advanced study in Sumeru, but the reason for her decision is not. So that's everything about Miss Lisa. Thanks for joining our team, Miss Lisa. And we're going to go ahead and move on to our last bit for right now, for right this moment, before we step into having lunch, which would be meeting Kaya at the 3rd and final temple. Do I have a teleporter in that area, or do I need to shimmy Cocoa Puff?
You can literally just...
Alright, we're going to mark this teleporter as it's in between Kaya and I. So, let's go take care of business, crafters. With us not having a lot of stamina, we're going to have to do a lot of leaps of faith.
Where did you just get randomly 20 things from?
I think it was lagged from the temple.
Oh.
Look, a chest over here that we could just collect on our way about. I'm telling you, she sounds like she's making like an apple pie every day, all day long. Like she's actively like baking or something. Little blitz. Get this one down a bit. Keep applying electro. She needs the free levels. She's only a 2. There you go.
I do another one like on Switch or whatever. I'll probably like have her.
Alright. Hee hoo hoo. That's the Lisa way.
Oh, another one.
Another one?
Chest to the left.
Hmm.
Left.
Oh, that's very suspect. Just another chest. Or are you going to be locked as well? Nope. This one is just going to gift us. We'll go ahead and take everything that's available. And we'll switch back to craft for a little bit of water fun. If we go this way, there's the temple and the teleporter.
The
So
teleporter is up on.
Yep.
Up there.
You can see just the tip of the teleporter if you look up and to the left slightly. It doesn't matter, we're on our way. We're going to have to stam up before we do this next climb. Shouldn't be a problem. We have very little stamina to begin with. It would be nice to have some more stamina, but everything in its time. So this particular teleport is like in the weirdest spot. You gotta do a little bit of climbing to get up there. Come on, craft. Really? You're not gonna make it? Okay. Let's stam up, and this time I won't use the charged climb. We'll just use the craft's regular climb until about halfway. I love how it ripped me off, like literally one more foot and craft would have made it to the top. And you can see that without using the jump, craft uses significantly reduced stamina. I'm going to start using her charge jumps now to make sure we make it and pick up this chest. Alright. Let's go ahead and head towards the temple. A little scared for half a second that she wasn't going to make that jump. I know there are some stuff to do over here with fire, but I just would like to get to the temple. It's going to take long enough to do the temple. Yeah, I need to take these guys out for the box, though.
Oh, it turned fire.
Because of the cooking pot right there, it was able to do a fire charge, which looks like it actually cleared everybody out pretty nicely. Animo Traveler seems kind of cracked in early game. Just kind of broken, kind of easy to use. And now we're just going to head over and meet Mr. Kaya, Cavalry Captain over here. I like to say his title to remind everyone that he's supposed to be doing something.
I really don't see him doing anything.
I really don't see Kaya active either. That's why I'm saying remind the crafters that I swear he has a job title. And he does something somewhere at some time.
I never see him fight.
Outside of this domain, no.
Come closer.
He just rolls up and I'm like, nope, you're going to jail.
I can't smell anything.
Something must have happened in the temple. I imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Storm Terror extra power. Oh yes, it is going to be lively in there indeed.
No doubt nothing more than a disorderly mob of creatures.
Oh, you're quite the brave one, aren't you? It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head. No one
Alright.
makes offerings to the four winds anymore. Yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the four winds.
Alright, Kaya. I heard you the first time when you said we needed to do it like 3 times. Let's open this door, because only I can open the door. Cavalry Captain Kaya can open the door. Deep within the Temple of the Wolf, the Knights of Favonius have been mobilized to contain Storm Terror's destruction. Venture forth with Cavalry Captain Kaya to the Temple of the Wolf and stop Storm Terror from gaining the power within.
I'm over here like, I don't remember giving you primotes. Why did Lisa's one give you 20?
I don't know. Let's go ahead and start.
You get 10.
Well, Lisa's more generous than Kaya, just personality-wise, so it makes sense that she would be willing to pay to play or whatever it is, you know. Whereas Kaya's like, you can have 10 because Jean's making me give you 10.
Wow.
All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and talk to Kaya.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
You do it, big man. Let's get our door open, and then let's head into the temple.
Don't fall.
If I'm not mistaken, the end of the temple should be up there.
Wait, how do you know?
Experience.
Never mind.
There's no box up here, which is just kind of robbery, in my opinion. But there is a chest, like, over there, if I'm not... Unless it's a pillar. Is that a chest? No, it's a pillar. But there is something over there.
Is that a chat? How do you get up there?
Okay, that was not the way. If there's water around, opponents may become wet. Cryo skills can freeze water, hydro opponents, or opponents that are wet. Utilize this reaction to gain an advantage over your opponents. Kind of like how Lisa does her thing. Kaya is most effective when you utilize him properly. I'm not saying that there isn't a certain physical Kaya. I'm just saying that his best moves are when opponents have been hydroed, therefore he can use his skills on them. I intend to build more of a physical Kaya, but... Can I not climb this wall?
How exactly is it
Then
that
how
you're
do...
able to
I have no
channel
idea.
elemental energy?
Okay. Maybe it's just decor.
Very strange occurrence.
No chest in here. Let's get this door open. Nice. Alright. A flamethrower's core is what gives it the energy to shoot fire. Use cryo skills to temporarily disable flamethrowers' cores and stop them from shooting fire. I swear I've never seen one after this temple, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and open this. Do a little physical Kaiing. Even with a dull blade, he's punching hard at level 5.
I have a dull blade. Here's a different one.
Oh. It looks like
I have
a...
blue on it.
Sir, what are you rocking? Can I ask you, or... Hang on, let's see what sword he has, actually. The Trial Kaya has the silver sword. Okay, so it's not a dull blade.
Wow.
Wow, they were generous with this one. Okay, shut the flamethrower off, and then we can just pass. It's actually kind of a pretty blade.
Finally, we're here.
I wonder what it would change to.
Seems the path ends here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
Alright. Superman, that... Oh. Get our door open, and then boop the snoot to open the door. Alright, guys. Let's see if Cavalry Captain Kaya can fight this slime. The blue stone in the center of the room is Hydro Amber. Breaking it will make it rain, making everything in its range wet. So what it wants you to do is go break that. Fun fact, I think she can break it. Yep. And then we can come in with a smooth move like that, freezing the bigger slime. Because it's wet, we can also use Lisa to kind of do mass damage here. I like to group them up first and bring them back towards the source of hydro. It is a little bit limited, so you might want to use it while it lasts. Take out a couple of them that were low health.
You're getting so many things for the up thing.
I intend to try to do the up arrow all at once. That's why I'm just leaving them. Finish this fight with this big boy and run away because they're actually like a pyro bomb. Oh, I gave you another one in case you didn't get enough water. Most of the time in the real world, it doesn't.
Level 7!
We're AR7 crafters. We're almost the way to 10. I remember our goal is 16 today, though. So, hello? Hello? Underwater spikes make the area too dangerous to swim through. Use Kaya's cryo skill to freeze the surface of the water, creating a safe passage across. Okay?
Really?
You really just had to, like...
I don't think that will freeze the water.
I love how it has to specifically be that. And there is a chest right here. That is so easy to miss.
Terror was
I
once one
did
of the
probably
four
online.
winds.
Wait for it to line up with us in this corner.
If you're interested, you can ask the acting Grand Master about it.
And then we can just walk across. Let's go ahead and get our doorway open, and just in case something horrible happens to us. There should be a chest right there. That is like the perfect space for a chest. I'm just saying. I could find like a billion places to put a chest. Like over here there should be a chest. Over there should be a chest. Here's the egg for this chamber. Let's go ahead and hit it.
Seems probable. Let's deal with it.
A quick egg shot from Amber. And then he gives me that ugly, dumb, slow clap again. Or this was a faster clap, but still.
You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight.
Not a knight, Kaya.
Just fought were sights to behold.
Thanks, that's nice of you to say.
I see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty. Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future. Please do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern, if that's more your thing.
Alright, God. Even though, when you say visit you at the headquarters, I'm picturing do the work.
We've seized another temple from Stormterra's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then. Bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity.
You get to meet the real daddy.
Thus you were behind this.
Yep, that's daddy's sword.
Knights of Favonius. Always so inefficient.
That clap again.
To disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
We'll meet him a little bit later, crafters. Right now, he's a man of international mystery. And just like Lisa's temple, as soon as we get through this loading screen, we'll be greeted with our fourth and final surprise for right now.
You get the chest in there and then leave? Or no?
I think this one kicks you out.
I don't remember.
But yeah, as soon as we get outside the temple, we'll get one more surprise, and this is going to be, like I said, this is our fourth and final character for like a minute. There are 4 more characters you can obtain, but they take a little bit more energy than just walking into a domain. Or just walking up the road to Mondstadt. One second, guys. Oh, there's a little video we have to watch first. Mondstadt being purified. Our efforts were not in vain, and here he is. Obtain new character, Kaya. Cavalry Captain. Please don't mind the lag, guys.
It's finally done. Well, all that play, flow, and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal. Wanna go back and see how the knights are doing? But if you've got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right? We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
Alright, thanks for the heads up, Puggy Wuggy. And with that, the Prologue Act 1 is complete. Prologue Act 2 is now available after you reach AR10. It says there are various ways to obtain Adventure EXP and raise your adventure rank, whether it is completing various quests, looking for chests, completing investigations in your adventure handbook, or revitalizing ley line blossoms. You can obtain Adventure EXP from these activities and increase your adventure rank. More challenges and opportunities will open up to you as your adventure rank increases. And so it's giving us a couple of things that we can do in the future. It also continues to say there are various ways. It just literally repeated the same thing it told us, and we have completed an achievement, in addition to picking up Kaya and getting paid for everything else. Give it just a second while it processes the stuff, and then let's go ahead and take care of a couple things. The first thing is, we got a new character. Let's go look at him. I don't quite want the map at this time. Here is Kaya. Let's take a look at his profile. Kaya, voiced Josie Montana McCoy, birthday November 30th, Knights of Favonius, Vision, Cryo, Constellation, Pavo Oculus, an accomplished swordsman and a strategic thinker in the Knights of Favonius, rumored to hail from beyond Mondstadt. Alright, let's let him introduce himself, just how we have let everyone else do so.
Kaya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than any of the usual Favonius stuff.
Next up, we're going to go down to About Kaya.
Is the Abyss Order causing you trouble? If there's anything bothering you, you know you can talk to me.
I am going to listen to this one. I just think it's interesting. It's called About Us Employment Relationship.
If you ever need me, let me know. Let's not make this a transaction relationship.
Something to share?
Do you drink wine? A dandelion wine has a unique body to it. Oh, you're underage. You should try Mondstadt's apple cider vinegar. I know just the place.
Interesting things.
Have you ever seen the Owl of Dragonspine? If you look directly at it, it seems to see right through you, while letting go of none of its own secrets. Quite fascinating, don't you think?
More about Kaya 1.
The title of cavalry captain is nothing to get excited about. Now that I think about it, the Grand Master took all the cavalry from Mondstadt, so there's none left for me to captain.
Kaya's hobbies?
Wine tasting is an art form. Mondstadt's wine is a gift from the Animo Archon. It's only right that one should learn how to appreciate it.
Kaya's troubles?
Lonely? Me? Not with someone here nagging me all the time, that's for sure.
Favorite food?
Sparkling wine is a specialty of Mondstadt. Mix it with 3 parts dandelion wine, and the bitterness disappears completely. This concoction is known as Death in the Afternoon. Delectable.
Least favorite food?
I can't believe that some people actually drink grape juice. If they had a little more patience, they would find it ferments into the most exquisite wine. So unromantic.
Alright. That's all we're going to let him say. I'm just clearing out the rest of his lines so it doesn't continue to tell us that there's something more Kaya has to say. As with everyone else, he does have a bit of a story, so let's read his character details together. It says, Kaya Albrich is an adopted son to the Randgiver family, the renowned wine tycoon. It has been such a long time since he last called Deluct Randivar brother. Kaya currently serves as the cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius and is trusted by Jean. Kaya is the one wrapping things up in every incident that occurs in Mondstadt's vicinity. So that's a little bit about our newest guy. As management had pointed out, we learned a few things from the tutorials page. So we got like elemental reaction melts, about hydro and pyro, different elemental reactions. There's a bunch of them. How to break a shield, collecting wood. That's one of the rare several page ones. It basically tells you every kind of wood you're ever going to see. Elemental burst, a couple pages long. Attacking weak spots, placing elemental skills. The list goes on and on about the stuff that you can learn in here. These are usually worth a point or two to go through. So now that we've gone through them all, let's get out and let them process 23 Primo Gems in all just from opening the tutorials page for a minute and taking a look. As you can see, we've got a new thing up here. It's called Wishing. We're going to go ahead and just briefly open it. I'm not doing it yet. I said our first time is at AR10, but you can see we have a wish, and we also have one for the standard banner as well. But we're going to hold off on that for just now. Got a few minutes left in this stream. As you can see, there's a few missions that are blocked due to our level I think the next thing we were gonna do is go back to the city anyway. So we're gonna go talk to the leader of the Adventurers Guild, Catherine, or the public face of the guild, I should say, and go ahead and pick up a copy of our Adventurers book, just because that's something we should be able to get started on, and that will provide us more gifts overall, just playing through the story. If you don't do the things in the book, there are some interesting rewards in there you could pick up. I don't remember it to be primos, but it could be primos. I just remember it being some interesting rewards for participating in adventures. Apparently, Paimon wants to talk to us.
Ooh, Paimon can smell fisherman's toast. The aroma is coming from Good Hunter. A thick slice of soft white toast, topped with a generous serving of onion slices lightly caramelized by the toasting. Yum, yum. Paimon's made up her mind. It's an emergency. We must order ourselves a generous serving of fisherman's toast from Good Hunter, pronto.
Okay.
You, of course.
Of course, I'm buying Poggy Woggy some lunch. Let's go. Hi, Sarah. Can I get some fisherman's toast? She says, "Welcome to Good Hunter. How can I help you?" I'm like, "Is there any way I can pick it up?" She's like, "Certainly. Here's the menu." Poor Sarah doesn't even get any voice lines. Poggy Woggy wanted one serving of fisherman's toast. It's gonna be $1,000, but we got the money, so let's go ahead and buy her a little fisherman's toast. I don't really need anything, and she doesn't have any recipes for sale right now, so we'll go ahead and just do that.
So delicious. Good Hunter's fisherman's toast is the best. This might surprise you, but it's actually a classic Mondstadt recipe that anyone can cook. You can try cooking it yourself if you have the ingredients. Can your cooking skills surpass that of Good Hunter's? Why, Paima would love to be your personal taster. Don't you let me down.
Okay, Poggy Woggy. Alright, now that we got her a little bit of food, we're gonna get the recipe to make fisherman's toast, and then we can continue on down to Catherine.
Hey, there's a lady over there waving to you.
She's staring off into the distance, Poggy Woggy. I'm not sure that's a wave.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I have had my eye on you for a long time.
You've had your eye on her, eh? Has she been causing some mischief?
Oh, that is not what I meant at all. Being on the lookout for great adventurers is part of my job. When I look at you, I see one with the potential to rival the great adventurers of legends.
Paimon sees it too. Paimon always feels safe adventuring with her.
Nevertheless, to the adventurer, experience is far more precious than potential. You must accumulate adventurer experience to increase your adventure rank. Time is of the essence. Allow me to brief you on...
Wait, are you saying we're like official adventurers now?
Do not worry. The Adventurers Guild does not charge a membership fee or impose any kind of duties on its members. In short, there are lots of benefits, but no drawbacks to becoming a member.
I'm like, alrighty then.
The Adventurers Guild rewards you every time your adventure rank increases. Here is a new member's gift for you. You will need to return here to claim rewards in the future.
Alright, tell me about rewards. I like the sound of rewards. We've already got a few from participating, so we're just going to go through and spam claim them.
Ooh.
Alright, we got a couple more levels to go before management can help us pull our wishes, but we're making good progress, crafters.
Adventurer into the guild. Here is your adventurer handbook.
This looks like a marketing pamphlet.
It is, in a way, but it has some practical uses too. It has a record of available commissions and rewards, and it is also proof of your membership. Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you will find yourself stuck at a certain adventure rank. When this happens, you need to perform some impressive feats to gain further recognition from the guild.
Impressive feats? Sounds like hazing to me.
Oh, Paimon.
Simply specific adventures that allow you to ascend to the next adventure rank on completion. Ascension adventures, if you will. But that will come later. Opportunities to win recognition will come as you gain more adventure experience. That will do for today. We will have plenty of chances to meet again in the future.
All right, Catherine.
Abyssosk, adventurer. With effort, you shall reach the stars and conquer the abyss.
Thank you, Catherine. At least she was super positive with me. Wants us to go ahead and show off the beautiful book that is the Adventurer's Book. Here it is. We've already done some of the experience items, like visiting the Statue of the Seven, activating 3 teleport waypoints, opening 15 chests, and upgrading the statue to Tier 2. Let's go ahead and claim all of our rewards. Alright. And then for claiming all of those rewards, you get like a chapter reward, and this chapter reward is 50 Primo Gems, $10,000, 2 copies of Hero Wits, and an unlucky Dog's Clover. Now it introduces us to Chapter 2. We do have one of them, which is activate 6 teleport waypoints, so let's go ahead and claim that. We got a Lucky Dog's Goblet and 100 Adventure XP. You can see there's a lot more things to do in this chapter, though. We've got 6 more tasks to complete to get the next chapter rewards. Right now, it also has the guide page, which is just letting us know that we have an incomplete story quest. Alright. Oh yeah, Wagner had wanted something previously. Let's see if we got enough stuff to take care of his request.
What do you want?
I've got the iron chunks.
Oh, yes. I'd forgotten about that. These are okay, I guess. Should be able to salvage something from them.
I'd like something made. And now you can see that he has quite a few things that you can bring him different objects to craft. Some of them need a billet, which is just a piece that allows him to forge. It's like a template for forging it. Other things, you just need to bring him the materials to craft.
If you ever find ore in the future, you can always come and see me. Ideally when I'm not busy.
You seem to be in a bad mood.
A blacksmith's work takes focus and concentration. It does not take small talk with customers. The craft is good, business is good. That's all there is to this trade, and anyone who tells you different is trying to con you. If there's nothing else, I'll carry on with my work.
My man doesn't even take a break from hammering when I'm right in his face. Sweet, so we got another quest completed. Nice. We do have some quests left. 2 of them, however, are locked. So when we come back, we'll start with the secret pirate treasure, Kaya's Troubles. As our ending segment, we're going to show what we've got in party. We've got our Traveler, who's a level 6. Amber, who is also a level 6. Lisa, who's a level 3. And Kaya, who's a level 2. Thanks for watching this first piece of our Genshin Challenge playthrough. We will be back just after our lunch to continue having more adventures with you guys. As always, be safe no matter where you are. If it's cold where you are, heat it up. If it's hot where you are, cool it down. Keep on crafting, crafters. Kitty Craft out.